So here's a quick thing. It turns out that after changing the way that I schedule videos in the rhythm that I make them and following the advice of my doctor, a long time after she actually gave me that advice, it's become a bit difficult to regularly shout out the collabs that I did. Because they're right now piling up a lot and I just really want to give the shout outs, I'm going to do all of them in this video. Don't worry, there's going to be a video coming out tomorrow, a system agnostic classes. I have already recorded it just before I recorded this video. I'm going to edit this video before I record the other video because I have a lot to do this week. Chronologically, I was on the fantastic German language channel Spielleiterwillkür twice, actually, both times in hour-long conversations about various RPG-related topics with other people who, frankly, knew more about it than I did. One was how to, subtly guide your players without railroading them, because you really don't want to be railroading them, but you also want to have them, experience a satisfying story. And the other panel was how to get players into the hobby as such in the first place. I realize there's not a massive overlap in people who watch my channel who are also German speakers who are very interested in RPGs, but there is some overlap. So you people are just gonna have to pull your weight and go subscribe to Spielleiterwillkür. I was also on the great and lovely Perpetually Uneducated podcast again, where we zipped around Google Maps and gave just shit reviews to places all over the world. I've been on the pod before. I hope to eventually be on it again. It's always really cool format. Very, very fun. It has a lot of drunken peasants energy, old school drunken peasants. And also some of my friends have been on it, like Sitor and Anfash. Their episodes are also great, so you should definitely check those out as well. Then I had a fantastic conversation with Schizoid Angst, who runs a channel around and for the topic of schizoid personality disorder, which, to summarize it in a very oversimplified fashion, is the I don't really want to talk to anyone ever disorder. He's building a community of those, which honestly is a bit of an uphill battle, so I highly recommend that you go check that out. We had a very interesting conversation where I tried to understand his condition better, and we talked a little bit about the overlap with the mild schizophrenia that I have. It was a very, very enlightening, very actually funny conversation that I enjoyed greatly, so you should definitely go check that out as well. And finally, last but not least, I was on the Cosmik Podcast very recently, which is one of those, we talk about interesting stuff with interesting personalities off the cuff podcast that I personally really enjoy. The episode was already streamed on Twitch, but it only formally came out should have come out yesterday. I'm trying to get this video out today, but I want to have to see because I still have to do a lot of things today. This is a very, very busy day. That was also a lot of fun. We talked about Vin Diesel's shrine that he has to Paul Walker. That's a real thing that he does. It's a very Euro podcast. Although, they do have, to be fair, they also have two Americans on it. It's an international podcast, and I really like that. And yeah, anyway, that is my stuff at the moment. I always look to do podcasts and collabs. There are some other ones that I am working on. Look, man, the reason I haven't gotten back to you is because I'm just looking for the perfect idea. I'm very nervous to collab with you in particular, the person who knows that I'm talking about them, probably not. I know that's extremely toxic to my creative process, but I categorically refuse to follow my own advice. Anyway, thanks for checking out all those channels, which of course you will do the second that this video is over. There's not much else. Look forward to the bigger video tomorrow. See you around, cunts.